Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Chicago Cubs and the Chicago White Sox. Number 86 makes his big league debut right after this. Ronaldo Lopez will get the starting assignment in this one for the Chi Sox. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Ronaldo Lopez has really quietly burst onto the scene. Good control, good fastball too, low to mid-90s fastball. His off-speed pitches are also in play. Not afraid to throw the breaking ball at any count. A pitcher, not necessarily a thrower.
Stepping into the box, Nico Horner, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Nico Horner.
And here's a fastball called for strike one.
First pitch, 107.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
Well, you always get a sense of the umpire's strike zone, usually early on in a game, and that's normally a pretty good clue. Second pitch of the game, and it's already looking like a tight zone.
A very comfortable afternoon for baseball. 61 degrees, our game time temperature. And he pops it up. Jimenez coming in, but this will land untouched. The 1-2.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put away stuff.
A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. So it's a solo home run here leading off the ball game. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Right out of the gates right there. He's not wasting any time. First batter of the game, not normally known for his pop, but he got every last stitch of that one.
At the plate now, Kyle Schwarber. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Base is empty here with nobody out. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summerskill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summerskill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, Ebro. The more I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
Striding into the box, Steven Souza, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the pitch. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball one. A swing and a shot hit down the corner and foul, though it had the home run distance.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Weak grounder down the line at third. And there are 2 away now. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. How do they go about taking down their division rival, Mark DeRosa?
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark, you got a cup of coffee in your hand, you look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. You're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes 1 grain on that bat and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
A strike to Contreras, and it's 1-1. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
So coming to the plate, Jared Young. And as you could imagine, the butterflies are fluttering as this is his first major league at-bat.
Yeah, you just don't have the opportunities to fail when they invest minimal money in you. It shows how hard this guy has had to work to grind through the minor leagues and get to this point.
And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
He's set, and the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now. From the stretch. Ball hit on the ground for Anderson at short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. John Lester, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a fun one to watch. This guy's been around the block for a while, but he's having a rock-solid season with a real good ERA. It'll be really interesting to see how he attacks his opposing lineup.
Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A ball and a strike. A 2-1 count to the Pale Hose leadoff hitter. Two and 2 the count. Now pitch on the way. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
Well, there's only a 1-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
At the plate, Yohan Moncada. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. No balls and a strike to count. Now Lester's 0-1. Takes this the other way to right. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Anderson isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. And he's safe at the plate. We're all square at 1 apiece.
Yeah, it's always nice to get a run right back after you've given one up to the guys in the other dugout. So he squares this thing up really well to drive in a run and ties us up at 1.
So here's Jose Abreu. A ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off-speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off-speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
And here's the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And there's ball one. Line toward right center, and that's in there. Base hit. Moncada ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Fouled off. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. And he fouls this one off. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Still 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a 2-run home run for Edwin Encarnacion, and the White Sox will move out in front 4-1.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Into the box, Eloy Jimenez. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
And now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
Behind 0-2 now. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Another full count offering on its way. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
In now, Luis Robert. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Good tailing action there. It's 1-1. Lester gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Count is 1-2 now. The pitch. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Now here's the pitch.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
And strike three there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. So give them 5 runs in the inning, with the big blows being the 2 home runs. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. It's the White Sox 5 and the Cubs 1. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Happ with a 2-1 count now. Got a piece. It's 2-2. Now here's the pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Jimenez has to run a ways before he gets there in time to record the out. How about that?
That is 7.
Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today.
Sure.
And let's focus our attention on first baseman Jose Abreu. We know the bat plays, the ability to drive the ball out opposite field, no problem. But I don't think people realize how soft this guy's hands are at first base, constantly bailing his other infielders out.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Higgins has been a great story in the baseball world lately. His game has taken some major strides since his early days in the minor leagues, and he's had to prove himself time and time again to get to this point.
And he's done exactly that. And I'm sure he's had to prove himself to himself at moments, had to look in the mirror and decide, is this what I want to do with the rest of my life, grinding it out on the buses in the minor leagues. But it all comes to fruition now, stepping into the batter's box in the big leagues for the first time.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Fouled off. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Jimenez is in pursuit. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Digging in now, Jason Kipnis. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Back up the middle, and Kipnis is going to reach on a base hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out old ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
To the plate now, P.J. Higgins, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, strike 1.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the East-West we came up playing.
1-2 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Swing and a little blooper to center. In there, a base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back two-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Standing in now, Nico Horner, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And nearly a three-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
Kipnis at second, Higgins at first, 2 out in the inning. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Good pitch there on 0-2. Breaking ball out of the zone away. Might set up another breaking ball to see if he'll chase this one a little bit farther off the plate.
Hit down the third baseline, and this gets right through him, and that may be a run.
And I can't blame the pitching coach for making that walk. That's 3 consecutive 2-out hits here, so he's going to remind this guy that they just need to make one good pitch and get this inning over with. Let's see if the talk does any good.
At the plate, Kyle Schwarber. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Bizarro looks up. Gone! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field as we are all tied at 5.
Looking at that pitch again, you can see he just flat out missed his location. You put that pitch right there and he's going to tattoo it. Now we're all tied up again, starting this thing all over.
The right fielder, number 21.
So now to the plate, Steven Souza. As he'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit.
Wow, and the hits just keep piling up for them. Take a look at the numbers here. That's already 6 hits, and we're only in the 2nd inning. We'll see if they can keep this up as the innings go on.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2 is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball.
Boy, his pitch count is really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
Coming to the plate now, Jared Young, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Too low, 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Mazar is under it, and that ends the inning. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2, all even at 5 apiece. Now to the plate, Leury Garcia. And it was quite a turn of events we witnessed in the last half. A lot of runs put up on the board, and we've got a very close game on our hands now. Lays off 1-0. Garcia absolutely feasts off of left-handed pitching. Many right-handed hitters do better against southpaws, of course, but he's about as good as it gets in the opposite-handed type of matchup. Count now a ball and a strike. In for strike 2. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, the offense did their homework coming into this one. There's another leadoff knock in the second. That makes 5. That makes 5 hits already for these guys.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. In there, now the throw. And Contreras nabs him with a strong throw to second.
Well, he tried to turn a single into a double by stealing second on the first pitch, but they were ready for it. Good catch and throw from behind the plate, and it's like that base hit never happened.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hanging curveball taken, though, for a second strike.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough, and he doesn't.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Souza going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, third baseman.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yohan Moncada. Good pitch there, called a strike on the inside corner.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point coming out for the second.
Souza on the move. 2 out, nobody on. Line drive to left. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And going for it, the right call. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
Up next to the White Sox.
He's been making it look real easy out there. 2 at-bats, 2 doubles. They might want to think about pitching around him the next time he steps in because he looks locked in for this one.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Ready with the 2-0. This is line to left. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. A man left for the White Sox. This ball game still tied 5-all. Now batting, Ian Happ. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The center fielder, number 8.
Here comes the first pitch. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat it. He's had a rough couple innings. He's going to have to find a way, whether it be mechanically or mentally, to be able to stay in this game.
Fastball called for strike 2. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Three and two now.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
That's an excellent at-bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Now a bunt attempt here, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. A runner at first with no outs here. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Hit to third. To second for 1. To Abreu for the big double play.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Jason Kipnis. He singled his last time up. And that misses, ball 1.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
And it's fouled away. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard to the right side. Scooped up. And the throw from shallow right in time at first, and the inning will come to an end. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. This remains a 5-all ball game. So stepping in, Yasmani Grandal will match up with John Lester now to lead off the inning. First offering on its way. Hot shot down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
And they start the 3rd inning the way they finished off the first 2, doing damage. As we take a look at his numbers, you can see they've had his numbers since the first pitch. If he doesn't buckle down soon, he might have a short outing here.
Edwin Encarnacion to the plate now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
Throw over to first, back in standing. The 2-0 on the way.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
Set. Here's the 3-1. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Stepping in, Eloy Jimenez. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. Cut fastball inside, ball 1.
Hey, this dude's clearly capable of clearing the bases with one swing. So I think the approach to this guy is trying to keep the ball off the plate. See if they can get him to chase something.
A ball and a strike now. First and second here with nobody out. Hit high and deep to right center. And this is going to get down for extra bases, as that'll get one, if not both of them, home. And the runner from second is in to score.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one-hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI two-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
At the plate now, Nomar Mazara, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
And this is taken for a ball, high and tight. 2-2.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Stepping up now, Luis Robert. They've got 2 already home in the inning and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. And it looks as though they're going to set up the double play. There's the free pass signal, so there'll be runners at the corners with 1 gone. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Hey, this is a spot as a pitcher right now you want to get a little bit greedy. Ideal would be to roll up a 2-ball. At worst, try to get yourself a strikeout.
1-1 the count now. Still only 1 out in the inning. And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a 4-seamer.
And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Souza is in now to put it away, and that'll keep the runner from tagging. So runners at the corners with 2 gone. And up next, it'll be Tim Anderson. Now the first pitch here from Lester.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. Fouled away. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Lester sets. Here he comes 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Souza is under it, and that ends the inning. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the White Sox 8 and the Cubs 5. Leading off the inning, P.J. Higgins, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Robert is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
The batter, number 2.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Nico Horner. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First pitch coming. Here it is. On he pops it up. Garcia onto the grass. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Up next to the
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
2-0 now. Fouled off.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
And he fouls this one off. 5 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. Still looking up at an 8-5 deficit. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Jose Abreu is ready to start out the inning.
Jose Abreu.
On its way is pitch number 75.
At the ball.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The 1-1 home. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Now batting, the catcher, Yasmani.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. A couple of singles to his credit thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Grounder down the line at third.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hap is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. So there are 2 gone now in the White Sox 4th, and that'll bring up the power bat of Edwin Encarnacion. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Pitching a little bit backwards in this situation, I'd expect a hitter to be sitting off speed.
And he falls behind 0-2. Lester has his target. Here's the pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
Talk about frustrating as a pitcher. You make a great pitch like that, the guy just lays off of it. That barely missed the zone.
And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Down in order go the White Sox. They're on top by 3, 8-5. New inning set to get underway. The next Cub up, Steven Souza. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses for ball 1.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Swing and a miss. A little too anxious there. 1-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. High that time with the slider taken for a ball. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Steven Souza goes down for the first out in the 5th inning. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. And it's fouled away. A couple of walks for him thus far. High in the air out to center field. Robert is camped under this one. And there's the second out of the inning.
Now batting. The first base.
So digging in now, Jared Young is still hitless in the majors after 2 at-bats. No doubt he'd like to turn that 0 batting average into a .333 here.
Oh, there's definitely some diamonds that fall through the cracks, and this is obviously one of them. You root for guys like this, late round draft picks that have had to work so hard to get here.
Behind 0-2 now. 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Still looking up at an 8-5 deficit. Bottom of the inning now. Now in the box, Eloy Jimenez. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate. Slow curveball at 74, in for a strike. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Towards second. And this is taken for the out.
The right fielder, number 30.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And that brings up the versatile Nomar Mazara. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Luis Robert. He was given a free pass via the intentional walk last time.
And they'll have to kind of come after him this time. No good reason for walking him right here.
1-0 the count. Lester gets the sign. Here's the pitch. This is in the air out to left field. Schwarber is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They're on top by 3, 8-5. Dallas Keuchel is going to come on now, as he's already up to 10 appearances here in the spring.
Number 60.
Ready for another shot now. Ian Happ. He'll begin things here against Dallas Keuchel. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. Here's the pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Jimenez is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. At the plate, Zach Short 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Short.
Fastball well outside. A ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. This is line to left. Jimenez is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting, designated hitter, Jason Kipnis.
Next will be the designated hitter, Jason Kipnis. A hit in 2 tries so far. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he misses 2-1.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
All even now, 2-2. Outside in a full count, 3-2. P.J. Higgins would be next. Kipnis takes, and this pitch misses for ball 4. It's a free pass.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Settling in now, P.J. Higgins. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. From the stretch. Hit weakly on the ground to short. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1. Still looking up at an 8-5 deficit. Digging in the switch hitter, Leury Garcia. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
The second baseman,
Jarrell Cotton will come on and pitch for the 7th time here this
your
spring.
attention, please. Now pitching for the Cubs.
Here comes the first
Number
pitch.
45, Jarrell Cotton.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Now the 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
In now, Tim Anderson. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to left. Schwarber is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Moncada.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yoan Moncada. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Hammers it to deep right field. Souza going back, but he won't get there. It falls in. Garcia blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Safe at the plate, and they lead now by 4.
Well, when you leave a pitch that high in the zone like that, you have to expect bad things to happen. So instead of a double play ball, he gives up a shot to the outfield, and that brings the runner all the way around from first to score.
In now, Jose Abreu, fouled away. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Comes set, and the 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline. Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it. 1 and 2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Souza is there, 2 down. And this throw gets away from him.